So this bag from AER should be an easy recommendation. It's called Pack3, so it's made for everyday carry to carry your office essentials, but obviously, as the name implies, it can carry all of your tech essentials like your laptop and stuff like that. It stands on its own. It's incredibly well made, has good choices of fabric like Xpac, YKK zippers, so it should be an easy recommendation, right? But I probably won't recommend it. Alright, before I tell you why I probably won't recommend this bag, let's go over what I packed inside, how I used this bag, and some of the features. So this is the AirTag Pack3, and this is the Xpac version made out of VX42 Xpac, which I personally like a lot. Whenever I get a bag from AER, I'm always impressed by the construction, the choices of materials like the AquaGuard, YKK zippers, and just mention the Xpac fabric. There is nothing that I can say bad about the construction and the build quality and the durability of any of their bags, and especially with this bag is incredibly well made. The features are also amazing. This is a 16 liters bag in capacity. Before I go over all of the little compartments, you have a luggage pass through here. The shoulder straps are very comfortable, and I can say that whilst using this for work, be it either commuting with my car or commuting with a motorcycle, it was very comfortable on my back and did not get in my way even when fully loaded with all of my equipment. The shoulder straps have an adjustable sternum strap with a fitlock buckle. Many of you know that I don't like fitlock buckles, especially these ones, because they are very easy to close, but more importantly very easy to detach or open, and I don't like these for essential straps, but this is a sternum strap, so for that it is okay for me. There are strap and organizers, which are these elastics. Unfortunately, they do not work that well. I think these types of strap and organizers are okay and better than nothing, but in this case these strap ends always kind of detach themselves from this elastic and then kept dangling in the wind, or they just slide up completely even if the strap end is inside this elastic, and then it just is up here and yeah, the strap end is still dangling. So this is not the greatest way to organize the strap ends, and this is definitely something that I do not like. You have side handles and the top handle. You have actually two side handles, and I like side handles a lot because for a shorter person like me, using the top handle in many cases means that if the bag is longer and I carry it with a top handle, the bag slides either on the bottom, or at least when I'm walking up the stairs, they bump against the stairs, and therefore I prefer carrying a bag with the side handles, and for that these side handles work very well because they are soft and comfortable to carry. You have a couple of cool zipper pulls on these AquaGuard YKK zippers, which make opening and closing these zippers very easily. You have overall 4 pockets, so one admin panel in the front, which I get in a second, one quick access compartment, one main compartment, and a laptop slot that fits an MacBook Pro up to 16-inch. I don't have a 16-inch laptop, so I wasn't able to test it, but it is a really cool laptop compartment. Let's go over the quick access compartment first. I really like and always want a quick access compartment with any of my bags, because for me these pockets are great. If you're traveling with this is the place where I put my wallet, my phone, my keys. When I'm going through the security check, I do not want my passport or my wallet in those plastic bins while I potentially am being searched and my stuff is just laying in this plastic box at the end of the line. I just don't want that. that. So I put those important items in here. But this is also for me, if I'm riding my motorcycle, for example, I don't want to have my wallet in my pants pockets while I'm riding, just for comfortability's sake. So in this pocket, which is very soft lined, I have my new current wallet, which is the Double Oak wallet. I reviewed this wallet a while back and it had a MagSafe magnet in it. I did not feel comfortable with the magnet being that close to all of my means of payment, so my credit card, my ATM card, my debit card. I did not like that magnet being that close to the magnetic strips of my cards. I'm an 80s kid, so I do understand that there are either NFC chips or the chip that are more used instead of the magnetic strip on the back. But that being said, there are some places that still maybe utilize a magnetic strip, and having a strong magnet that close to the magnetic strips of my credit card, for example, for a longer period of time. I understand that if it's just, I don't know, 5 minutes, it probably won't hurt the magnetic strip that much. But if it's over a couple of weeks, a couple of months, I feel that it is much more likely that the magnetic strip will be damaged. So this is the version without the MagSafe in it, and just like my extra wallet before, it has this cool mechanism to fan out the cards, but it also can lock the mechanism so nothing falls out. You have a slot for bills, and overall a really cool and very good smelling leather. By the way, if you want to get any of these items that I mentioned in this video, there will be affiliate links in the description below. If you want to support this channel, you can use those affiliate links and you won't pay more for the item that you order, but you will support this channel with a small kickback of that sale. And if you do so, thank you very much. So this is my current wallet that I use. Then I have some cough drops, my Victorinox Swiss Army knife that I modded, and that's basically it. So everything is in this quick access compartment at the top. And speaking of everyday carry, I totally forgot to record a segue to the sponsor of this video, which is again Mukama.com with their Gear of the Month.
Introducing the Mukama Gear of the Month. While a regular pineapple has a lot of internal juice, you can't use it with a AAA battery when you run out of juice. This isn't the case with the Pineapple Mini Plane Smooth Penlight by Reylight. Not only does this run on a rechargeable and protected lithium-ion 10440 battery, but if you are on a lonely island hunting for pineapples and run out of juice, you can easily just insert a AAA battery and power the Nichia 519A 4000 Kelvin LED. This new smooth model feels great in your hands and has the perfect everyday carry size to always keep in your pocket or attach it on your belt with the new wider clip. Get your Reylight Pineapple Mini Plane Smooth Penlight at Mukama.com, a European store for all your bag and EDC needs.
Next, let's go to the admin panel in the front, which opens up almost clamshell. You have a couple of slots to organize your items. I actually put the DJI Pocket 3 in here. I had my sunglasses pocket in here. I forgot for this case to put them inside here again. And then I have my current extended EDC. Please check out the video in the info tab above where I actually switched from a 2-pouch configuration of my Track folding pouch, which had my extended EDC, and my Bellroy pencil case, which was my boo-boo kit. I switched all of the contents of those 2 pouches in this bigger pouch, the Pioneer Carry Global pouch, meaning this carries all of the essentials that I might need during the day or that I at least want to have with me. So a charger, for example, a power bank, cables for the charger, but also medical items like ibuprofen, but also like deodorant, band-aids and stuff like that. All of this is inside this one pouch. And for those of you who saw that video, currently I can say I like the one pouch configuration, but but this is definitely a little bit more bulkier than I would like. Having two pouches means those two pouches or those individual pouches are smaller and therefore much easier to cram into smaller spaces of the bag. This will take up much more space, and yeah, I'm not sure if I will keep this one pouch configuration in the future. Furthermore, to these slots here, which are great to kind of utilize the whole vertical space while these bigger items are at the bottom, you can put stuff up here, so everything is utilized of the volume of this front compartment. You have a zippered pocket up here, it has a key leash, another drop-in pocket here, which I did not like, because if you put something in here, it actually slides down all the way to the bottom, like this granola bar that I forgot. So this is granola bar. Yeah, as you can see, if you put something in here, it slides almost half the way off this compartment and you kind of forget about it. So this drop-in slot is only great for maybe a magazine or a notebook, but not for smaller item. And as you can see here, you will probably forget that you put something in here. So let's put that out here so I won't forget this granola bar. Then, before going into the main compartment, the laptop slot. I did not put a laptop in here, but I put my tablet, the Samsung Tab S9 FE edition. This is a suspended laptop compartment, so if you put your laptop in here and you drop the bag maybe a little bit too quickly to the ground, then your laptop will be protected. In addition to the laptop slot, you have another slot for maybe if you have an iPad mini. If you carry a laptop and an iPad, then you can store that in here as well. I did not store that. I store a little Bluetooth keyboard for my phone, which is the Samsung Fold 5. So what I noticed when I'm carrying my Fold 5, I do not need a laptop, or I do not need the tablet for that matter, because I usually work at a bigger computer, a desktop workstation. So if I'm answering email, I actually can only work from the Fold 5. But there are some times where I kind of want to script down something in Evernote, for example. Then this small little Bluetooth keyboard comes in pretty, as the kids say, comes in clutch. And you know the funny thing about English being my second language, my second mother language, so to say, you kind of learn the lingo of what is popular at the moment a little bit too late. And then I learn these words like something being clutch, and I wait for the moment to use it, and then it's basically over. It's half a year later or a year later, and then that word isn't popular anymore. But that's the issue with having English as my second language. The cool words come in use much too late. What else? Oh yeah, I brought a t-shirt as well, because it is still summer, or at least I'm wearing a jacket now because it's early in the morning, it's still cool here in the house. But when I was at work, I was riding my motorcycle, it was also really hot. So I just wanted to be prepared. If I would have been sweating a little bit too much, then I would have had a fresh shirt with me. So that is in the laptop compartment. Put that back in here again. The main compartment, the laptop compartment, and the admin panel in the front have all dual zippers. If you have these zippers all of one side, sometimes it can be a little bit confusing which zipper pull you actually grabbed. So keep that in mind. I usually like to kind of switch these around a little bit, especially with the laptop compartment and the main compartment. I sometimes kind of messed up which zipper pull I was opening. So I would recommend to kind of keep the laptop compartment zipper pulls on one side and the main compartment zipper pulls on the other. So opening up the main compartment, this is not a clamshell opening bag. This is more or less top loading. On the right side, you can open up the zipper completely to the bottom, making easier to get to your stuff. On the other side, which has the bottle compartment, you only can open it up until the bottle slot. So this external bottle compartment is great for those of you who like to carry the bottle outside. I use this to carry a memo bottle, which is a little bit more flat and therefore fits in here easier. What I noticed with a bigger bottle, I sometimes got stuck against this little lip. When I tried to put it in here, it got stuck on this lip that folds into this water bottle compartment, this water bottle slot. So yeah, that is a little bit annoying, that gets in your way, this lip. Just something to keep in mind. As I said, not top loading, but this side opens up almost to the bottom, making it easier to get to your items. Here I have my mechanical keyboard. This is the timber keyboard. As far as I know, this is not available anymore, unfortunately. I modded this with Gateron yellow switches. These are linear switches and these sound really great. And then I have custom keycaps which are useful when editing. So this is color coded for editing. Then I have my Sennheiser HD25. I have been using these headphones for, I would say, at least 15 years. I have been DJing with this and now I use these for editing. I love Sennheiser products, by the way. I will actually review the Sennheiser Momentum 4 noise cancelling headphones because I will be traveling in a few months and I needed some noise cancelling headphones, so I will be reviewing those pretty soon. And I love the sound quality of these Sennheiser headphones, so I'm very hopeful that those Sennheiser Momentum 4s will be as good as these. So yeah, if you want to see that review, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon. Then I have my favorite tech pouch, the Evergoods Cap 2 liters, that has my charger, cable, SSDs and stuff like that. This is amazing. Check out the review also in the info tab above. Inside here you have another drop-in slot, but also a zippered pocket that I did not utilize at all. This zippered pocket actually is not really a zippered pocket for you to use, but it has a little sheet of hard plastic to keep the shape of the bag. And that actually brings us to why I personally would not recommend this bag. I use this bag for work, and as you can see in the B-roll, as mentioned, I used my motorcycle, I went to work, I carried all of the work essentials. This is great actually to carry your work essentials. You put it on the ground, it stands on its own. I know many people of you really want a bag to stand on its own. It's well made, the pockets, the features are amazing. Do not get me wrong, this is a great bag. But for me, I did not really like it for one simple reason, that is, this bag is very rigid in terms of keeping its shape. I know many people will like this, that this doesn't kind of flop down and is very stiff in its form factor. Even if it's empty, this bag looks like this. It just looks like this. Okay, maybe not this boat because there is my extended EDC. But even if I would take out all of the items inside, it would stay in this shape. And I did not like that much. I rather have it a little bit more flexible. I understand that the other bags from AER, like the Fit Pack, for example, and the Duffel Pack, are the same. But I don't know, for some reason, they also stay in their shape. But for some reason, I felt like the Duffel Pack was a little bit more, let's say, flexible in terms of when it's empty, it kind of squished down a little bit more into a flatter, more shallower line. Not by much, I understand that, but also the Fit Pack. The Fit Pack for me personally wasn't also a bag that I liked a lot. It just gave me, just like this bag, it just gives me this kind of having a turtle shell on my bag, even when it's empty. I rather have a bag kind of when it's empty be a little bit more flatter and not have this kind of bulky shape to it. Moreover, because this is 16 liters and it has a lot going on in terms of features, in terms of pocket. You have to understand every pocket and every slot adds some fabric and therefore a little bit more bulk and takes away from the capacity. Best example is the quick access pouch. The quick access pouch, although I love the quick access pouch and I need the quick access pouch, this pouch eats into the capacity and the volume of this main compartment and somewhat also gets in your way when you want to pack this bag. Also, this top loading style is a little bit difficult to load and unload, even though you can open it up all of this way. I do prefer clamshell opening bags, and I found packing was a little bit difficult if the quick access slot is full, and it got a bit in my way. The same is with this admin panel. What I noticed, unfortunately, I do not have the items in here, but if you had some items here, it was a little bit difficult, even with the 2-pouch configuration, to put the items in here, because when you open up this flap, it kind of makes it difficult to slot in your stuff in here. So what you need to do is close this up again, and then you can kind of slot your pouch more into the bottom, and that got into my way a little bit. This is very nitpicky, I do understand that. So that is why I want to emphasize, for me personally, I would not recommend this bag, because there are, in my humble opinion, a couple of other bags in the AER lineup that I like much more. For example, the duffel pack, I love that bag, or the travel pack, the city pack pro. I prefer the shape and the lines and usability of those AER bags much better than tech pack. But that's just from my personal taste and from how I use this bag. Again, this is a great bag. This is well made and it looks actually good, but it's not for me. I just don't like this turtle kind of shape, even when it's empty. And as I said, for some reason it was much more difficult to load my stuff inside due to the way it opens, due to the quick access compartment eating into the main compartment, and this front admin panel, not opening up completely, and therefore making it a little bit difficult loading in some of the items. Therefore, I personally, if I myself would ask Bowie Mono, the reviewer, would you recommend this bag? For me, I would probably say no, just because there are a couple of bags in the AER lineup that I personally would prefer over the tech pack. Nevertheless, as mentioned, great bag, very well made, great construction, great choices of materials, and the features are great, and you can fit a lot of stuff in here. There's nothing wrong with this bag, it's just not for me, because there are so many other great bags in the AER lineup. So what do you think about this bag? What do you think about the shape of this bag? Again, even when empty, it looks like this. This keeps its shape, and that would be interesting to know. Do you prefer a bag that keeps its shape even though it's empty, and therefore, because it keeps its shape, it always looks fully packed on your back? Do you prefer that? Do you like that? Also, do you think that if the bag always keeps its shape and therefore maybe isn't as flexible, as malleable, it won't fit as many items as a bag that is flexible in a way? What are your thoughts about that? And what do you think about the AER Tech Pack 3 in comparison to the other bags in the AER lineup? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you're looking for a different bag from AER that you can use for work, check out this video up here, and YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button somewhere here so you won't miss next videos. I will see you in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.